Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Richawd back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about how to survive in this economy, and I'm gonna just be giving you guys, I guess, preparing you guys for the times that are coming. Now, before I get into the topic, I just want to say a huge thank you to all the new supporters, all the new subscribers. The channel, we've grown. Last month, I think I had about 1,600 subscribers. Right now, we're a little over 6,300, or 6,000. We're a little over 6,000 subscribers now. 6,300 and something. Rain, be quiet, bro. Hey, for all y'all talking about I be starving this cat, bro, I literally just fed, bro. He just a crybaby, bro. I swear, he is just a crybaby. Literally just fed this nigga, bro. He's just crying. Like, bro, why? Like once a nigga want to start a video, he want to start bugging out, bro. So all my viewers would be like, "Oh, you're abusing that cat. You're neglecting the cat." No, I'm not, nigga. I just fed, bro. I don't know what he got going on. He probably, we need to get this nigga another cat, bro. Like, folks need some poom or something, bro. I don't know what's going on. Like, he going through a midlife crisis around this bit. Like, folks just be crying for no reason. I'm like, damn. Like, you need a therapist or something? You need some punana or something? Like, what's the word? But no, I love that cat, though. That cat cool, man. It's a cool cat, man. What up, bro? Come say hi. Come say hi to the people. Yeah. Got your ass. Your crybaby ass. Why you crying, folks? Why you crying, bro? Tell them people why you crying. What I do to you? Oh, you don't want to cry no more, huh? What I do to you, bro? Didn't I just feed you? Why you acting like I don't be showing love, bro? Why you over here crying, bro? Like a nigga ain't looking out for you, dog. Anyway, say bye. Say, look. Say bye. He said bye. He gave y'all a wave. You feel me? But yeah, man, to the topic of this video, like I said, I appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the channel, everybody who leaves comments, the good comments, the bad comments, everybody who likes the video, shares the video, everybody who has sent contributions via Cash App. I appreciate everybody, bro. Like, you guys keep me going. You guys keep me inspired. Your comments keep the ideas flowing. You guys keep me in a flow state when it comes to this content thing. It's like I tell y'all, man, making content is harder than it looks, man. You gotta perform, it's like a job, man. You gotta perform, you gotta prepare. It's a lot of preparation that goes into these videos. It's a lot of research that goes into these videos. I do a lot of reading on things, certain topics that I think will be relevant, not only to my life, but to y'all life. Because I had somebody in my comment section say, what's my purpose on here? Like, what are you here for? Are you just making videos trying to be seen, or do you actually have a purpose? And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, because I know a lot of y'all may have just got here a few weeks ago or a few months ago. A lot of y'all may be new, so you're not quite, you don't know what you're dealing with right now. You don't know the type of person you're dealing with right now. And I know we live in a time where it's a lot of cap out here, whole lot of cap out here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get mad at people who try to really analyze and look deep. A lot of y'all watching the nigga closely. I can feel it. I can feel it from the questions y'all ask us, you know what I'm saying? The comments y'all leave, I can tell, like, y'all really analyzing the nigga, because in these times, you got to really have that third eye open with people. Like, it's messed up that it got to be this way, but you got to be, it's like people got to prove themselves to you these days. It is what it is. You can't give people the benefit of the doubt these days because it's too much cap out here. Way too much cap out here. So I don't get mad when people question me or they got these questions, And I would say my purpose on here, man, is to shed light on things that are happening in dark places. I think that's my purpose. I think that's the value that I bring to this channel, to shed light on the hidden things, you know, the things that most people don't want to talk about, the things that most people feel uncomfortable talking about, the things that a lot of people need a therapist, but you know what I'm saying, either they don't got the money for it, or they just too prideful to go talk to a therapist about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm here for. To help in some sort of way, really. Like, honestly, if you look through my catalog, bro, the purpose of my videos is to help. You know, when I started making videos on King Richawd, my purpose at first was to entertain. And then there was a shift around 2020, you know, where I started to get into spirituality and learn more about God. And I started learning more things. And I shifted my focus from just trying to be somebody who's funny and entertaining to being somebody who can inform you, you know, being somebody who can help you, being somebody who can uplift you. You know, in real life, I do this. Right. In real life, I have people, and I don't charge them money. I don't charge them consultations. In real life, I have people that come to me for advice. In real life, I have people that come to me just to vent, just that because I'm a great listener, you know. Right. In real life, I have people that come to me. I'm telling y'all, bro, he is just a crybaby. Don't get mad at me. He's just a crybaby, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know. Hey, leave in the comment. Am I doing something wrong? Do I need to, like, we got toys for this nigga. He got a whole hamster running wheel. Like, word. Be taking bro outside. Like, anyway. My purpose ultimately is to help, man. I feel like I've been fortunate to travel this world. I've been to a lot of places, man. I've lived in different places. I've lived in Chicago, grew up here. First 12 years of my life, grew up here. Lived in Michigan for 2 years. Lived in California for 7 years. Now I'm back in the Midwest, you know, in the Indiana, Chicago area, you know, or the you know, Indiana, Illinois area, you know. You feel me? I've been to DC, I've been to New York, I've been to Florida, I've been to Fort Lauderdale, you know, Texas, Louisiana. My family's from Louisiana. You know, we come from the South. You feel me? Obviously California. Like, point being, I've traveled a lot. I've been around rich people. I've been around poor people. I've been around college students. I've been around dropouts. I've been around, you know, trappers. I've been around, you know, low lives. I've been around degenerates. I've been around nerds. I've been around a lot of people, and I'm a listener. I'm an observer. You know, I observe people. You know, I can be a talker. You know, y'all see what I do on these videos. All I do is yap. But that in real life, I'm more of an observer than anything. You know, that's why I'm able to talk about these things, because I observe all these things. So ultimately, man, I feel like I have a good gauge on the state of the people, the mindset of the people, and I see the problems within people. I see the problems that we're dealing with, not only me, but other people. I know I'm not alone. You know, being able to travel, being able to meet different people. I know majority of people are struggling with mental health. A lot of dudes these days are struggling with solid relationships. I'm not talking about incels. I'm talking about dudes that are getting it. I'm talking about dudes that are getting to the poom. They still going through it, you know. Homies, they girls cheating on them. Females, they man cheating on them, you know. I see all these issues, you know. And a lot of people, bro, because they don't want to be judged or they don't want to be looked at as weak, they hold a lot of things in. And I used to be one, and even sometimes I still work on it, who holds a lot of things in. And I know how unhealthy that is, you know. I know how unhealthy it is to have all these things going on in your mind and you just numb yourself to it. You just smoke a blunt so you don't got to think about it. You just get drunk so you don't got to think about it. Folks out here popping pills so they don't got to think about it. You know, sipping lean so they don't got to think about it. But I see that don't help. I see they still sad. I see they still low, you know. And I just want to be a voice of people who are seeking solutions, man. Who are seeking answers, bro, because this world can just seem very unfair sometimes. A lot of people on the low wish they weren't here. Like, a lot of people are on a death frequency, bro. You know what I'm saying? They not living for tomorrow. They not trying to, you know, take no supplements, you know, to better their health. They not trying to read nothing. Like, you feel me? They just kind of stuck in this work and party, kind of just work and go home, is the state that a lot of people are in. Work, go home, go out every once in a while, or work, go out, and then go home. You feel me? It's like everybody is distracting themselves from something. That's what I see, I see everybody is distracting themselves by something. The fact that people can't take a few days, go a few weeks, go a few months sober, and they feel like life ain't worth living. That's where I got the title from that last video. That's not how I'm feeling. I'm sober right now. Life is fine. Life is okay. You feel me? But it's people out here that feel like being sober and having to just face things, without being numb to it. They feel like that's just too much. But I don't think it has to be that way. Right. That's why I make these videos. I don't feel that it has to be that way. I don't feel that everybody has to be on the death frequency. I see greater, I believe that we're supposed to be lively people, soulful people. I believe that all these drugs are making us antisocial. I feel more social when I'm sober, and it's a good and a bad thing, because sometimes I don't really want to be social. I'm gonna be honest. Like for instance, when I'm at work, like, I worked yesterday sober. It's probably the first time in a long time I was just at work sober the entire shift. And bruh, I ain't gonna cap to you, I was going through it. Probably the only reason I didn't backslide and pick up a blunt is because I didn't bring that stuff with me. I left it at home, so I ain't even have the option to do that shit. But man, I was at a point at work, bro. I'm like, man, I'm finna fire me one up, bro. When I got off of work, I was so tempted to fire me one up, bro. But I was like, nah, bro, we ain't gonna do it today, bro. We ain't gonna do it today. Who knows, bro? Like I said, man, like when it comes to that stuff, it kind of is what it is. Like, that's my personal battle that I got to go through, bro. But like, to each his own. Like, everybody who's on their path and who may have left their vices behind, like, more power to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm working on, just getting to a healthy medium with things. I know I'm not. Like I said, I know I'm not going to fulfill a perfect life. I'm not on here trying to be perfect. You feel me? So, that when it comes to that, I don't really have too much pressure on myself with that. It's just, I don't know, but to the point, I'm kind of going off on a tangent a little bit. But the point of me even bringing all that stuff up is, for anybody who's new to the channel, I want y'all to know that I really just want to help y'all. Honestly, I know that may be hard to believe, because that's damn near what all these YouTubers be saying. All these quote unquote spiritual YouTubers, all these quote unquote chosen ones. A lot of them have corrupted the good arts. A lot of them have. I don't know who. I don't like answering numbers I don't know, bro. But like, I don't know. I had to. I'm the type of person, bro, if you call me and I don't answer, bro, and you just keep calling me without sending me a text, bro, saying who you are, like, what your motive is, like, I'm going to just keep ignoring your call, bro. Like, I'm one of those, bro. Like, if I don't know your number, I'm not answering it, bro. Real talk. If it's something real important, you would send me a text. Like, you feel me? Maybe that's a bad habit. It could be somebody trying to give me some money and I'm not answering the phone. It could be a business opportunity and I'm over here ignoring the call. So maybe that's a bad habit of mine. I don't know, but I don't like answering random calls, bro. You feel me? Like, I'm the type of nigga, like, if it was some shit, like, if it was some business, I should be expecting it. Like, I should be expecting a call from somebody. You feel me? But I don't know. I'll just start picking up my phone more. I've been the type recently, I've just been ignoring damn near every call. Unless it's somebody, like, real important. I'm pretty much ignoring every call, bro. I ain't real talk. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all that, man. I really do want to help y'all. I really do just want to speak on, topics that, problems, really. A lot of people say, oh, all you do is complain. All you do is this. All you do is that. But I don't really see it as complaining. I guess the only videos you can say I was complaining is the videos where I was kind of just going off about things going on at work, But it's relatable, bro. Right? That's the silent battle that people are going through. The things that the reason why those videos are so relatable and popular is because this is how people are feeling, bro. I'm around these people. Damn near every time I go to work, I'm around these people. Every time I go out in public, I'm around these people. Every time I go to a restaurant, I'm around these people. I feel it. I see it. I look in their eyes. I can see the pain, bro. I know the struggle of just trying to get through a shift. I know the struggle of clocking into a job and you just want to clock right back out and go home, bro. You feel me? I understand the struggle of having to work when you don't want to, bro. I know what that does to you mentally. I know what that does to your spirit, bro. And I want to give at least a glimpse of hope for people, you know, and to relate, you know, because like I said, a lot of people, they just hold that shit in, you know. I feel like it's best to let this stuff off your chest, man. You know, if you're at a job, and that's pretty much, we can pretty much get into the topic of the video now. Like, if you're at a job, man, and it's a toxic environment and you don't want to be there, you want to leave, but you can't leave type shit because you need the job type shit. You haven't prepared. You haven't saved enough money. You don't really got too much else going on to where you can just up and leave. I'm going to tell y'all this, man, and this is to the title of the video. Without a side hustle or without more than one job, you're going to be struggling in this time. You're not going to make it for real. You're not going to make it, bro. Right? You know, I'm one who has gone through struggles. I've seen people go through struggles, and you know, with the economy right now, you need at least a job, but you really need more than one job. You know, I'm talking about for people trying to establish a life for themselves, you know, who want their own things. I'm not talking about niggas who just want to stay at their parents' crib the rest of their life and live off their parents. Like, y'all niggas, all y'all need is one job. I'm not talking about the niggas that just want to make enough money to buy bud. I'm not talking about the people who just want to make enough money to get high. Like, I'm talking about people who want their own shit. I'm talking about people like me who want their own shit. I want my own place. I want to take a girl to my crib and be like, this is my crib. This ain't mama crib. This is my shit. I want to have a shorty in my car and be like, this is my shit. I own this shit. I don't pay no lease. I don't pay no car note. This is my car. Right? Like, I'm that type of person. I want my own. Right? And if you have that same spirit of me where you want your own, you got to understand this. You need to get you some side hustles. You need multiple streams of revenue. If you look at the wealthiest people in the world, they don't just rely on one stream of revenue. Right? You look at a lot of people who are ahead right now. Like, I'm paying attention, bro. Like I said, I'm an observer. I watch people closely. People who are doing okay, majority of them have more than one stream of revenue. Right? Majority of them have put money into stocks or have put money into real estate or have put money into a business, right? It takes money to make money, right? That's one thing I was realizing. Like, I want to start a clothing line, you know, start making some merch. You know, I wanted to start a website for this YouTube shit. I'm looking into all that. And it's like, that shit ain't free. You got to get LLCs, all type of shit, bro. That shit is not free. And then you got to pay a manufacturer to make your product, this, that, and the third. You know, the things that I want to do and that I'm going to do is going to take money to do that. You know, it's going to take money to do that. And unless you just want to be stuck in a cycle of just having enough and not having no money that, if you want to just be stuck in a cycle of having just enough and not being able to save money, not being able to put money aside, not being able to invest in things, if you don't want to be stuck in that state, you got to find some side hustles, bro. You know, rather that's getting out and doing DoorDash, you know, on the side. Rather that's doing Uber on the side, you know. Just one job ain't going to sustain you, bro. Right? Just one job ain't going to sustain you. You feel me? You need more than one. You know, that's pretty much the topic of this video. And you need more than one job And with you needing more than one job, you got to work smarter, not harder. That's really the point that I wanted to drive home. Shout out to everybody who watches the video to the end, because the end of the video is usually when I bring the point together. You know, in the beginning, I kind of just give y'all a little intro or whatever, just slowly get into the topic. Around the middle of the video, we really start getting into the nitty gritty. And by the end, I just wrap it all together. That's why I tell y'all got to watch the video to the end, you know. But that's really the solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. My bad. My head kind of everywhere right now. How to survive in these toxic work environments, bro. How to survive a job. How to survive having to work multiple jobs, and the stress that brings, and, you know, just, you know how it is working and just having to work. How are you going to be able to get in that mindset and make it and survive and not go crazy? The ultimate solution that I want to leave y'all with is work smarter, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder, right? Find ways where you can get things done at a solid pace, at a solid rate. Like, when it comes to these 9 to 5s, I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. It's all about pace, bro. It's all about pace and tunnel vision, right? If you don't have pace, if you don't know how to pace yourself, and you don't know how to just have tunnel vision, just lock into what you're doing, just silence all the noise, you're going to get too caught up in the gossip. You're going to get too caught up in and just the dysfunction, right? And it's going to wear on your spirit. But you just got to be at a point, and this is the point that I'm at now at work, where you're just tunnel vision. What am I doing right now? All right, I'm bringing this trailer. I'm bringing this what's it called? I'm bringing this box to this trailer. I'm bringing this shuttle. That's what it's called. I'm bringing this shuttle to this trailer. I'm bringing this cart to this trailer. All right, that's the mission. Focus on the mission. Lock into the mission. Don't worry about what such and such said 5 minutes ago. Don't worry about who pissed you off an hour ago. Who cares? What are you doing right now? Right? It's all mental. It is all mental, right? And don't overexert yourself. That's one thing that I'm working on, because I'm one of those people. When I work, I just go. I'm just one speed. 110. I'm just going, right? And I'm one that burns out. I'm one that I've looked through my past, and a lot of the jobs where I just got to a point to where I either just gave up or I just crashed out is because I burnt myself out. I overexerted myself. I was working harder, not smarter, right? The only way you're going to make it and keep your sanity is to learn how to work smarter, not harder. They're not going to give you a bonus in your check for going 110 miles an hour. You're going to get that same check that folks who was just doing just enough got. Now, I'm not one of these people who can just like be lazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just in me. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it right, and I want to do it to the best of my ability. That's just how I am, you know. But you got to have that balance. You know, that's what I'm learning. You have to have that balance because you're human, right? You're not a robot. You're human. So if you're just going 100, 200 miles per hour for 12 hours a day, for 12 hours a shift, 10 hours a shift, you're not going to make it, bro. You're going to reach the point where you're just mentally and physically exhausted, right? The way to do it, you find you a solid pace, bro. It's like when you're running a mile, right? You don't run a mile full speed. You're going to burn out after one lap. You find a solid pace and you stay at that pace. And you stay at that pace the entire mile. That's how people who run a mile and make it to the end make it, right? The people that start off the mile like they running a 100-mile dash, they hauling ass. By the time they get to the 200, they done. By the time they get to 200 meters, they done. They And then folks that they done left in the dust, the turtle, the person who's just going at their own pace, he gonna lap their ass. He gonna double lap their ass, right? Because folks done burnt out. Folks done used all their energy on the first lap. But the turtle, the person who's thinking long term, the person who's trying to finish the race, right? He knows that he has to conserve as much energy as possible, because this mile ain't no joke. Anybody who done ran a mile, you know, a mile is 4 laps around the track. You know, a mile ain't no joke. For those who have mastered how to run a mile successfully, you know that you have to find a solid pace and just stay at that pace the whole mile. And it's just mental. You have to stay at that pace. You can't slow down. You can't slow down. You got to find a solid pace and just stay at it. It's the same way at your job. You got to find a solid pace and stay at that pace. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too little. Do just enough. Be at that solid pace, and you're going to make your mile. You're going to finish the race. You're going to end in first place, right? If you find that solid pace. But if you go too fast, if you do too much, if you overexert yourself, if you work harder, not smarter, if you run the mile harder, but not smarter, right? It's not a 100-meter dash. It's not a 200-meter dash. It's a mile, 16 meters, right? 16 meters, I believe a mile is. You got to think long term. You got to think, how am I going to make it around this track? Isn't a track 400 meters? I believe so. How am I going to make these 400 meters 4 times and not pass the fuck out, right? It's the same way at your job, man. How am I going to make it through this shift and not crash the fuck out? And the answer is, you got to work smarter, not harder. You got to find you a solid pace to this economy. How am I going to survive in this economy? How am I going to have food to eat with food continuing to rise? Man, I remember I used to go to the store, get these oatmeal raisin cookies, bro. Them Johns used to be $3.99, bro. Bro, I went to the store the other day. Them Johns is $6, bro. $6. My favorite cookies, bro. I don't even buy them no more. Because I'm like, word. Unless I got the stamp card, I'm not buying that shit, bro. Because it's like $7 for some cookies, bro, that I know for a fact I used to pay $3.99 for. Is crazy work. It's crazy work. Not nasty work. Crazy work. Like, word. I seen that price, man. Like, every time I go to the grocery store, I just get mad, bro. I'm like, bro, why this shit cost so much, bro? Why we got to pay for fruit, bro? Like, I ain't going to get into that tangent. But how you going to make it as things just continue to rise and get harder? You either gonna sit around and complain, oh, this shit too expensive. This job ain't gonna pay me enough money. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. You can just sit around and be woe is me. And I feel for you. I ain't trying to act disingenuous, but I gotta keep it real. Nobody's gonna hear your cries, bro. When you go to the grocery store, you ain't gonna be able to go up to the register and cry to the clerk, and she just gonna, oh, I feel so bad for you. You know what? I'm gonna lower the price of these groceries just for you because you're crying right now, and that makes me feel bad. Like, she's not gonna be able to do that. She'll lose her job. You either got the money or you don't. So the reality is, you gotta find other hustles, right? You got to find other ways to make money. You have to work with people. And also, the thing I want to leave y'all with, you have to live within your means. You have to live within your means, right? In this economy, bro, you know, like, it's certain people, bro, they just get too much, bro. Like, what you need a big old house for when it's just you? All right, what do you need all these luxury things? Like, real talk. When the economy is going sky high, the people that are going to make it, bro, are the people that live within their means, bro. The people that budget, the people that save, the people that invest, the people that find other ways to make money, the people that can work with people. If you're one that you can't work with people, you've burnt all your bridges, you've cut everybody off, it's going to be tough out here for you, because you ain't going to have nobody to lean on, because you done cut off all your family, you done cut off all your friends, this, that, and the third. Making it out here alone is going to be hard, you know. You're going to need some support, and you're going to need to find a way, you know, whether it's getting you another part-time job. I get, hey, it's just what it is. You're going to have to sacrifice your weekends. I said in my video where I allegedly, you know, when I was going through what I was going through with my job, I was like, man, I want my weekends back. It's like, bruh, it is what it is. Sometimes you're going to have to sacrifice your weekends. Because like I said, you're living outside of your means. What are you going out on the weekend and partying for when you're living check to check? What do you need the weekend for anyway? You need to be grinding on the weekend, real talk. You need to get you a part-time job on the weekend. Like, that's really what we're in. Like, that's really the reality. If you don't have a good high paying job, you're not going to be able to rely on that job. And even if you do have a good high paying job, it'll be smart to find other ways of revenue, because too much money is never a such thing as too much money, right? It's never enough thing. Is no such thing as being too prepared. There's no such thing as having too much money, right? You got to always be preparing, right? You got to always be preparing for a season of you always got to be preparing for the war that's ahead. You got to be preparing for a season of trial and tribulation, right? Because that's what we're in. The future is for those who prepare. People that are doing good right now are the people that were ahead of the curve, are the people that when they was getting those 2020 checks from the jab, this, that, and the third, when they was getting that money back, the people that invested that money into businesses, the people that saved that money, you know what I'm saying? Those are the people that are ahead right now. The people that blew those checks and bought all type of clothes and was living their best life, partying, throwing Airbnb parties. A lot of those people, I don't see y'all posting as much as y'all was posting. Y'all done went quiet because I'm pretty sure that money done dried up, right? The future is for those who prepare. The people that saw what was coming, the people that realized the impact that the pandemic was going to have on the world and on the economy, the people that realized that in 2019 and started to prepare in 2019, those are the people that are doing okay right now. The people that are struggling, the people that are struggling to eat, struggling to pay their bills, are the people that when all that money was coming in, they was blowing it. They weren't saving it. They weren't investing in their businesses. They weren't investing in their properties, and now they're struggling because when the money was flowing, they blew it, right? They were done with it. You got to work smarter, not harder. You worked hard for all that money just to blow it. You're a fool for that, right? And it's okay. Everybody's a fool once. Everybody's a fool at least not even once. Everybody has been foolish, has done foolish acts in their life, right? But does it make you a fool if you've done foolish acts? I don't think so. What makes you a fool is if you do foolish acts and you continue to do those same foolish acts. That makes you a fool, right? But man, that's my answer, man. Work smarter, not harder in this economy. Find ways to make money. Even if that's getting into, sports betting. Like, hey, it's hit or miss. It's you rolling the dice, but you know what I'm saying? It's another way to make some extra bread. Like, you got to be a hustler out here. You got to be looking for ways to make bread, bro. You can't get content. You can't get comfortable. You can't get comfortable just having enough to pay your bills. What happens if your car breaks down? Now you got to fix your car. Now you can't pay your bills. But if you weren't comfortable, with just having enough and you wanted to be prepared, if you saved money, if you put rainy day money aside, if you weren't living comfortable, if you were preparing, if you were in the spirit of preparedness and not comfort, you would have been prepared for that rainy day that hit. But I'm telling y'all, everybody who just has enough right now, just enough to pay your bills, all it takes is one thing going wrong. All it takes is God forbid, you getting sick and not being able to work. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to get harder and harder and harder out here. It's people on the streets. It's people squatting in abandoned houses. It's getting cold outside. Or it's starting to get cold outside. So, yeah, man, it's that time of year, bro. It's not going to get any easier, As 2025 comes, Project 2025 hits, it's not going to get any easier. So I'm warning you. Anybody listening right now, you've been warned. You better get you another job. Stop. You better not be comfortable with that one little job, just having enough to pay your bills and buy you some wine or buy you some bud. You better not be comfortable. You better start preparing. You better get that second job. You better start working smarter and harder. Or you better start working smarter, not harder. Right? You better find ways to make more money. because there's money to be made out here. Because if you don't prepare, if you don't start saving money or investing money, if you don't find ways to make money while you sleep, it's going to be bad for you. You know, I'm not here to be doom and gloom. I'm here to prepare you, you know, because those who don't take heed are going to be those who are struggling. Y'all think y'all struggling now. Wait till the shit that's gonna hits. People really gonna be struggling. You know, I ain't never been the type to steal. I'm still not the type to steal. But man, I'm gonna tell y'all, when my money was tight and I was going in that refrigerator and wasn't no food in there, word. I was up in Target thinking like word. I was up in Walmart thinking word. I may have to sneak some shit out the back door, if you know what I mean. Cause a nigga hungry around that bed. And I ain't got no bread. And y'all got a bunch of food up in here. And y'all security ain't finna chase me out that bed. I've worked security before. We not finna chase y'all out that bed. You can steal whatever you want. I ain't, like I said, I'm not the type to steal. I'm not saying I did steal, but I'm just saying it's gonna come a time. Cause I know if even I was thinking about stealing, I know damn sure it's gonna be some people out here really stealing, bro, who really don't care. When things get bad, they gonna be running in folks' houses. They gonna be running up in these grocery stores, and that security ain't gonna be able to do nothing. And if you security, don't be Captain Save-A-Ho. Don't try to stop a desperate, hungry man from running out that store with some food. You don't know what that nigga finna do to you. You learn a lot about a person when they hungry, when they desperate. You know, that's when that fight or flight comes out. That's when those survival genes come out, right? It's gonna be a purge one day. People keep telling y'all. I see it coming. But y'all just gonna say it's doom and gloom until it's happening. Until it's actually happening. Then it ain't gonna be no doom and gloom no more. It's gonna be reality. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. For everybody out here, you know, work smarter, not harder, and find ways to create multiple streams of revenue, bro. Because you're gonna need money in these times. Peace.